Forwarding table exhaustion can also be caused by an attack on the network where one host starts generating frames, each sourced with a different MAC address. This will tie up all the forwarding tables resources. Once the forwarding tables become saturated, other traffic will be flooded because new learning cannot occur. Thus, the switch is acting like a hub, and the attacker can then capture the traffic destined to any port or host on that network. This kind of attack can be detected by examining the switch forwarding table. Most of the MAC addresses will point to the same port or group of ports. MACOV is a tool that sends thousands of Ethernet frames to accomplish this specific attack.
Right. Our protocol aims to bind an IP address with a NIC MAC address. Switches use this information to direct the traffic sent from one host to another. Use the commands ARP-A and ARP-D on your Windows machine to view and delete your ARP cache. Sometimes this is helpful also in troubleshooting network issues. ARP spoofing is a technique whereby an attacker sends fake or spoofed address resolution protocol, ARP, messages onto a local area network. Generally, the aim is to associate the attacker's MAC address with the IP address of another host, such as the default gateway, causing any traffic meant for that IP address to be sent to the attacker instead. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Laura. Do you know what ARP spoofing will allow an attacker to do?
So ARP spoofing may allow an attacker to intercept data frames on a LAN, modify the traffic, or stop the traffic altogether, which means
smart.
I know the answer.
Yes, you do.
Often the attack is used as an opening for other attacks, such as denial of service, man-in-the-middle, or session hijacking attacks.
I knew you knew that. I wouldn't have asked you if I didn't know that. All right, so generally the goal of the attack is to associate the attacker's MAC address with the IP address of a target host so that any traffic meant for the target host will be sent to the attacker's MAC address instead. The attacker could then choose to do a number of things: inspect the packets, forward the traffic to the actual default gateway or interception, modify the data before forwarding it, also known as a man-in-the-middle attack, or launch a denial of service attack by causing some or all of the packets on the network to be dropped.
And when you want to communicate with another machine, the OS checks the ARP cache for any entries. If there are none, it will transmit an ARP discovery packet. When you receive the ARP reply, the relevant data is entered in the ARP cache. The basis of poisoning is that the ARP protocol allows unsolicited ARP replies.
Right, and the attacker sends false ARP messages on the network advertising to all IP addresses on that network that the MAC of the gateway 102.168.1.1 is now 00.0C:29:AB:12:C, which is the attacker's MAC address. Computers store this information in their ARP cache, thus when they try to initiate a new session with the gateway, they are in fact initiating it with the attacker computer.